Hello and welcome to episode 141, entitled Dealing with Depression. All of us suffer, every human suffers some form of depression, mild or medium or heavy depression. Now, if you get into heavy depression, that might be referred to as clinical depression, and my suggestion is seek professional help. They're still dealing with maybe a chemical imbalance in the brain, they're not sure, medication is offered sometimes. That's beyond my preview. So let's look at mild and medium depression. You're unhappy with life. Now that can be a good thing. And when I say this to clients of mine, they'll say, what are you talking about? Depression is a good thing? I'll say, yes, because you know what you're unhappy with. So now flip it. What is it you want instead? That's the first step to solving the problem that's causing your depression. My name is Gary Vierheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. So, my suggestion is realize that depression can be good. It's a starting point for you. And then you can move forward. Too often, depression is an escape from reality. And many people, once they are depressed about one thing, then they think about another thing they're depressed about, and another, and it just goes on and on like a spiral. The problem with that is that you lose perspective. You lose a perspective on where you are and what you're having to deal with at this moment. So, what do we do to understand what we desire? My suggestion is to get out of the house, go for a walk. Move your body. It could be a bicycle ride. A walk might be better because you're thinking. So my suggestion would be go for a walk. And think of 3 things that Nikon therapy offers that is part of constructive living. You ask yourself 3 questions. 1, what have I received from others today? And really be sincere about this. What have I received from others today? Maybe a good morning from the person that sells me my newspaper and that smile that they gave me. It could be saying thank you quietly to the people that run the subway that helps me get transported from point A to point B. It could be saying thanks to those that have created the sidewalks and saying thanks to those that have planted and take care of the trees that are so beautiful that make my environment better. That goes on and on and on. So what did you receive today from others? Second question is, what did I give back? And what you'll find is reality has a tendency to support you so much more than what you give back. The last one is, what trouble have I caused others? When you think about those 3 questions, what have I received today? What have I given back? What trouble have I caused others? You suddenly realize how much you have to be grateful for. That can also counter depression. Reality supports you. Get a new perspective. If you're still stuck, go to your friends. Ask them for a reality check. Ask them what they think about this problem that you're depressed about, or about this situation that has caused you to be very unhappy. And ask them, what do you foresee as solutions? By doing that, you can help deal with your depression. Thanks. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.